What's up, everybody? It's Crane, and today I am going to talk about a subject that has been talked about for a while, The Last of Us 2, because, well, it's been making its rounds on YouTube, and so I figured that, now's my time to speak about it. Many YouTubers I know have already talked about this subject, but as I said before, I also want to give my say on it and show what the conflict that this game has caused between YouTube and Sony copyright claiming YouTubers' videos, all of that. With that being said, let's get into the video. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when all of this started, a Naughty Dog employee leaked gameplay, which is supposedly 2 hours of footage of gameplay from The Last of Us 2. A lot of YouTubers in the gaming news community, they sort of fall under that category, made videos talking about these leaks and what it would mean for this game. But supporters of The Last of Us 2 would call these leaks fake, or they would say that it was only images leaked. But these people were just doing damage control, as an employee really did leak 2 hours of footage, which I'm sure you can find out there somewhere on the internet. Although Sony has done somewhat of a job trying to keep it quiet. But in the process of trying to keep it quiet, they have enraged YouTubers as they have claimed their videos. However, the brainwashed fanboys are doing Naughty Dog's work and pretty much trying to cover it up for them. One of these YouTubers being Breakthrough. He has made only videos on The Last of Us 2 for about a year or 2 or 3. It dates back to a long time ago, as you can see on his channel. And what Breakthrough has basically tried to do is slander and bash the names of people that talk about these leaks, or talk about people talking about these leaks, basically. However, him turning off the likes dislikes ratio and the comments would probably result in the fact that he probably didn't do too well in the process of trying. There's also a video of his titled "Psychotic YouTuber Accuses Me of Working for Naughty Dog" or something. That video also have likes turned off, and the comments would seem to be absolutely just bashing him. Who knows, he might even make a video on me after this. Just tell me in the comments if he does. It might be titled something like "YouTuber Tells the Truth, I'm Mad." However, there are more YouTubers like Breakthrough out there, unfortunately. And they're all willing to lie their butts off for Naughty Dog, it would seem. And I don't want to speak on Breakthrough much because it seems he lacks in morals. But the thing about him is, he'll try his best to slander someone's name. He'll take what they say out of context and then use it to his advantage. Hence why he has so much hate on his videos, because he's obviously a douche. So. And when all else fails, Sony decided to do it themselves. And by that, I mean start copyright claiming people's videos. Sony's decision now was anything with The Last of Us 2 in its name was going to get copyrighted. Being that even people who showed just images got their whole video demonetized. And apparently Sony doesn't care about bad press, because these days press is press, and even if it's horrible, terrible, they'll take it. Even though you can still, to this very day, find that 2 hours of gameplay footage that Sony, for some reason, still has yet to remove. They removed everybody who talked about it, and all their videos just poof. They tried to demonetize them, which they succeeded in doing. But what Sony realizes or fails to realize is this is a false use of the copyright system, false copyright strikes, which YouTube needs to get under control, I'll be honest. Now I'm going to show you this clip from Griffin Gaming. He explains this in a very good way, I feel. So The link to his video will be down below, but I'm just going to show a little bit of video.
This is a very important topic that I think needs to have attention drawn to it, because the way Sony and Naughty Dog are handling the leaks surrounding The Last of Us 2 is completely unacceptable. They're basically flat out abusing the YouTube copyright system to try and shift the blame of these leaks onto YouTubers instead of looking inward to their employee that they didn't pay that leaked all this information in the first place. Because I've got a news flash for you, Sony. As soon as something's public knowledge, it's fair game. You know, I never signed an NDA. I never agreed to keep The Last of Us 2 information secret, so I have every single right to talk about this content. Now, at the same time, you know, I made it a point to not include any footage or screenshots in my YouTube video because I knew you've pulled this shit in the past. It happened to me with God of War. You know, there was a massive leak for that game. Some gameplay came out early. You know, I simply made a video talking about how good the game looked, and they struck the video down. You know, they were doing this with everyone. Sony has a very long history of doing stuff like that. And just for another example of just what a wonderful company Sony is, back in 2016, I believe, they tried to copyright the phrase "Let's Play" so they could go in and copyright claim every single Let's Play video on YouTube.
So Sony has tried to do this stuff in the past, and even on a bigger scale. If they managed to get the copyright of that word, then just imagine how many YouTube videos that they would be earning the money from, taking away from those people who actually took the time to make those videos. The problem with Sony and these companies, some of these big companies, is that YouTube just allows them immunity. They can just copyright whatever they want, whenever they want. And even in a copyright dispute, it would seem to be that they always win. The system is almost rigged. But that's a whole nother video. But the question is, where does The Last of Us 2 stand today? YouTubers reporting on The Last of Us, whether they be on the side of it or not, Breakthrough, Griffin Gaming, all these channels that are mentioned and whatnot, they are still talking about it to this day. Almost recently, The Last of Us 2 trailer came out a while ago, so there's that. However, there are for sure to be updates on the situation. I'm sure things to happen when this video goes live that will happen. I mean, some call the leaks bad, some call the leaks a blessing, but what is for sure is that it saves some money for a lot of people. Anyway, that's it for this video. All videos mentioned will be in the description below for you to check out, see for yourself. All the channels mentioned as well. If you guys like these videos, I mean, you know, tell me if you like them. Like the video, subscribe for more of these videos. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.